Hi guys, welcome to the new video. In this one, I'm gonna be talking about my Eurovision national selections songs that weren't selected, but just on the final ones. So yeah. So there are some countries I'm not going to mention because I like first the countries like Lithuania or Denmark. I don't know if there's any other, because I do agree with the winners and there wasn't like a song that I really liked, so I'm not gonna mention those ones because I do think in a certain way the winners were the correct ones. No matter if I love the winner songs or not, I just think comparing with the other songs, I do think they were the good choices. But first thing first, I'm gonna start with Albania. I'm not gonna mention any name because I don't know how to pronounce, so I don't want to be like, okay, so I'm just gonna show you the song, and this one is my first one. I normally in general I did prefer the studio version of all of these songs I'm going to show you, and this one was one of those ones because her voice, I don't know why, I think it's maybe the sound of the place where of the stage, but in the studio version this song did sound much better than the live one. But I do think overall I don't know why she didn't win, because I do think she was better than the winner song, but that's my opinion. But I do think the studio version was a bit better. Her voice is spotless, she's beautiful, and yeah, she deserved better than what she got. And another song that I'm going to mention from the Albanian final selection was this one, and I didn't like the live version at all because it was a bit cringy. His clothes was, I don't know, I don't want to judge his clothes, but it wasn't the correct ones for his performance, and it was a big mess. But I do like the studio version, I do think it sounds good, and he could have done better on the live performance. So now moving to Croatia, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna mention this song, which I think a lot of people love this song. But again, studio version, because the live one was a bit boring. Nothing really happened because the song is really such a bomb, and the live version doesn't have a lot happening, and you like expect a little bit more. But I do love the song, it's amazing, and it's a bit sad that we can't see her performing on the Eurovision stage, but I do like the one as well. So another song that I'm going to mention is this one. I don't think everyone likes the song, but personally I like the melody, I like his voice in the song. Again, the live version was a bit boring, but overall I do like it. So moving now to Estonia, I do really like the winner song. To be fair, it's one of my favorites of this year, but there was another song that I think it would be so perfect for Eurovision because it's so different from everything that we normally hear in Eurovision, which is this one. I love his voice in this song. The stage was so much simple than what he did on Eurovision, because when he was at Eurovision a few years ago, it was so messy, and I was like, oh my god, so cringe, and I'm like, no. But this one was simple, perfect, and I don't know why he didn't get more points from the public. I think it was the public, I'm not quite sure now, but yeah, I don't know why, but I do love this song, I do love his stage, and yeah, if he won, I would be happy as well. So now moving to France. So I'm just gonna mention one song, and it's a song that I don't know why it placed 7th place, because it's such a nice song. It's a type of song that I actually hear, and it was one of the first songs from the Eurovision season that I actually downloaded. So it was this one. It's such a bomb. I like the melody, I like her voice in the song. The beginning of the live version, the art thing, it was a nice idea, but it was a bit like too much into it, and yeah, she should not do it. But 7th place, I mean, even Duncan Lawrence gave him the 12 points. I mean, come on. The public place her last. I'm like, oh, what? Like, no. Moving now to Italy, obviously there are so many songs on the Sanremo, and I know people are gonna say Sanremo, it's not a selection, a national selection, but the winner goes to Eurovision, and obviously I want to mention it because I do believe some of them participate to go to Eurovision. Even if some don't, I still have to mention it, like even though it's not a final selection. So don't give me hate because of that, because I know it's not a final selection. But I'm gonna mention two songs. First one is this one. It's a nice ballad. It's beautiful. I think she should have placed higher. Obviously I love the winner song, but this one was really nice. And sadly she didn't place higher. And another song that I really liked was this one. I do think the studio version is much better, but it was my personal favorite from Sanremo this year, with the song that actually won. But I do love this song, and I think he should have got higher as well. So now moving to Norway, and I mentioned this on my Norway reaction of Tix, Fallen Angel. And to me, Kino, the band Kino, the group Kino, they should have won easily. It's such a nice song. It was as well one of the first songs I downloaded. I downloaded that song for any Eurovision song. I love it. I love the stage. I loved everything about them. I love Kino, and they should have won. Like, they really should have won. I think Norway would have chances to win Eurovision with it. The public loves them. Like, that's why they placed first on the public vote on 19. So I don't get it. Like, they should have won. But congratulations to Tix. We have to accept it, and I hope we see Kino again in the future. So another national selection that I'm not going to mention in this video, it's Russia, because there were only 3 songs, and personally I do think they chose the right one. Even though I like it or not, it doesn't matter. The other songs weren't that good at all, so I do think they did a good choice. So now moving to Portugal, I know everyone's gonna be like, choose Neve, choose Carolina, and to me it wasn't none of them. It wasn't the winner song. To me it was this one. Obviously the stage could have been better, but it's the only song from Portugal this year that I have on my phone. I had it at the same time as I downloaded a Kino song, so I love this song. It's such a bomb. I think it would be so appreciated in Eurovision. I think they could have done so much with the stage. Obviously, they didn't like appreciate the song they had to do a nice stage, and it's a bit sad because they placed like mid table, and I can tell why, but the public and the jury points were so different, and they have been since last year. And I personally think they should have won, not based on the stage they performed, but on the potential they could have on Eurovision. But sadly they didn't win. I think they would have done really well with a good stage, but sadly they didn't win, and I have to accept it. Yeah, so moving on to Sweden. I could have mentioned every song on the Melody Festivalen, but I'm only choosing one, and it was my personally favorite. I do like Voices, but this one, it's not music-wise, but the stage-wise, it's so unique. It's so professional. It's like you could see it on Grammys, like at Grammys, like a performance, or MTV Music Awards, or anything. This is such a professional performance, and I did love the performance from Eric. And yeah, he almost won, not from the public, but I did like Toddler, and the Mamas were better last year, I confess. Even Toddler was better last year, but I think in the end, to me it was Voices or Eric. And personally, I would go with Eric because, like I mentioned in my Sweden reaction, the Voices singer, I forgot his name for a second, he does a thing with his voice that bothers me a little bit, but I do understand why he won. Like, obviously I do understand, it's a really good song, but for me it was Eric, so sorry. So now moving to the countries that had the artist but not the song, like Israel, Bulgaria, and Spain. I'm not gonna mention Spain because they only had 2 songs. They were 2 similarly good. I think he chose the good one that has the most potential for him to win. And Israel, it was the correct choice, hands down. I think some people like the other one that I'm not gonna mention the name because I don't know how to pronounce. So yeah, I think this one was the correct one, and after the revamp, it sounds really much better. I think Israel is gonna be one of the dark horses this year, but you'll wait and you'll see. So the only one I'm gonna mention is Bulgaria, because I think she had between the best 2 songs, which was the one that won and Imaginary Friend. Personally, I would like to see Imaginary Friend on the Eurovision stage, but she kind of did the best for her potential chances to win, you know what I mean? But overall, I think her last year was much better than any songs of this year. That's why she was one of the favorites last year, and this year she still is, but she doesn't have as much chances than last year. But we'll see, you know. So guys, let me know what you think about overall the final national selections. Who were your favorites and who did you want to see to win? And don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next video. Bye!